What it do, what it do. Welcome to another one over here, Game Chopping TV. Tap in, like, comment, and subscribe because we chopping this game over here, man. Had to tap into this one, man. Man, it's been crazy, man. That boy Young Thug, it's been a little minute, couple of months it seems like since his case was, has kind of been over with, I guess you could say. And during all that time, they were talking about how Woody and Gunna pretty much out of the situation made them out to be, the people who kind of told in the cases, snitched, is what people were saying, with Woody, I think, even he admits it, he's, that's out and open in the air. He's made a career from that. Gunna, people are still undecisive about it. Some people say yeah, some people say no, and all that, but he just dropped a new album and people are saying that it's hot. So, but people are still, kind of undecisive if they want to just label him a snitch like that because, I guess some people saying he didn't necessarily snitch, different things like that. So, it's kind of in the air. But his album is, doing good, it looks like. So that didn't stop anything. But one surprise that's been kicked off here recently in the last few days, looks like the number one person that was on the stand, in the case the whole time, everybody was looking at Young Thug. All of a sudden, things is coming out. There's tape coming, tape recordings coming out. They say Rollo posted like some of his paperwork or something from the situation and calling him a snitch. So now the jacket is being put on Young Thug after all this. You know what I'm saying? They kind of, the way it would look like, oh, Young Thug stayed down and solid, going through it all while everybody else turned their back, blah, blah, blah. But now it's coming out that, that's not the case. And it seems like, and I saw a little bit of the recording too, it's wrist long, but you go look, check it out if you want to. And you do hear that Young Thug does, sound eager and desperate because he starts talking about how he got, his, kids and siblings to feed, different things like that. And so, and Charleston White, of course, that's why I got him up here right now because, he definitely spoke his piece. He ain't gonna sugarcoat it. He's not gonna put syrup on it and make it sweet. He's gonna tell it raw. He said it actually a little while back that, if they try to hold Young Thug over a certain amount of time, he'll be willing to tell. And, in this recording, I'm not going to play the recording, but you could go listen to it because, like I said, it's kind of long. But we are going to, hear what that boy Charleston had to say about it, man. And, he going to clown with it, what I'm saying? Well, he going to say what he going to say. But he was right about that, But go ahead and listen to the, audio for yourself because some people are saying that, some people try and slightly indecisive, but now there's paperwork coming out and everything, and either way it go, people are trying to put the snitch jacket on Young Thug right now in this situation. Said that he was willing. On the tape, he did say he was willing to talk to the people without his lawyer, stuff like that. It seemed like he thought it would be some hidden stuff that wouldn't come out. And they're all juicing his head up. Oh, you're not like the other guys in the trial. You could just tell them, oh, I'm not snitching. Some stuff like this. It's crazy work. And it's like, damn. It's like, and then in his voice, you heard him talking like as if he figured or thinking he was getting away with something that wouldn't get out. But I don't know. It's crazy just to, see how things went. in this situation. But let's hear what that man Charleston got to say, because he ain't gonna sugarcoat nothing. You know, he says, join the team, man. Come over here with me. Check him out, though. Fair use, by the way. Fair use. Fair use.
Shout out to YF and Lucy. You the man, boy. You and your crew the man. Hey, listen, I'm finna slaughter Young Thug. I got Antoine Daniels tonight. I got Big Bank Saturday. I got Say Cheese TV tomorrow. I'm finna go on a run with this real. Thanks for that alley hoop, Thug. Thanks for that alley hoop, yo. I'm finna go on a run. Say, I'm coming down court behind the back. Man. I'm finna go on a run, baby. Ooh. Say, listen, I prophesied this. Right now, Say Cheese TV is looking at all these old videos. I told y'all Young Thug was gonna tell it. I told y'all. I'm always willing to bet with any rapper. If they keep Young Thug ass locked up 6 more months in the conditions he in, he'll tell to get out of jail too.
Oh. Yeah. You heard it though. He did, and that's a old throwback clip of him saying that. And now they trying to put the jacket on him. But then you listen to the video, it's like he thought he'd get away with something by giving up what he did give up. Crazy work, man. You know, crazy work.
They keep him 6 more months. Locked up in them conditions like that there. He'll tell to get out of jail too. He about ready to break. I told y'all, I am the new prophet. Y'all the new prophet. Listen, I have destroyed the hip hop community. I have single-handedly, me and Lil Woody, when I Woody did, I started first. I have single-handedly destroyed the hip hop community. You can't deny that. You have the right to remain silent. The street niggas I used to watch before, they say, man, I don't want to talk to no motherfucker before. The fuck you talking to me for? Take me back. First thing they tell you before you sit down is, you do know you have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used against you in court. You have a right to attorney. You have a right to have an attorney present right then and there. You know.
He's right though. You know, he's right about that. You know, that's exactly the stuff that they say. And in this video, Thug said he was willing to talk without his lawyer there and tell, you know, whatever he had to tell. Like I say, crazy work, man. Crazy work. Let's hear it though.
I'm talking about. We don't talk to police. Man, we're willing. I'm finna call Scarface. Scarface got a whole song talking about we don't talk to police. I thought, man, what is he doing talking? A 2-hour interrogation, and you mad at Yak got it. You mad at Gunna. Gunna don't have no interrogation tape, and everybody mad at Gunna. This is what I tell y'all: hip hop is fake. They pick and choose. Come on over with me, Young Thug.
Damn.
Turn in your jersey, Young Thug, and come on over here and sit down with the tattletale niggas. You didn't take the stand, but you told. You tattletale. Come on, come tell. Everybody's gonna tell. Everybody's gonna tell at some point when they get in trouble with the law.
Man.
When the white.
Yeah. Yeah, man. That's crazy though. That's crazy work. Like I say, Charleston, man, he says, hey, don't feel bad. Come on over here with me. Hang up your jersey. Boy, that is a trip though. You know, and back in the day too, rappers used to always say, hey man, I'm not really out here doing all that stuff. If I was out here doing that stuff, I'd be either dead or in jail. Nowadays, these dudes be rappers and still trying to do the stuff, then get caught and mess up their career by telling. I don't know, man. But I wasn't expecting that in this situation, of course, because it looks like he was the main one on the stand being punished. But, looks like he was ready to do whatever and talk about whatever he needed to talk about to get out of, you know, to continue to get out here and to continue making money. I mean, you know, And not to say that I am somebody that's like, hey, yes, suffer, suffer, suffer. I mean, I say don't do nothing that you're not willing to accept the consequences for, type stuff. But, it's not a perfect world, of course. But this is the situation now. Desperate times, desperate making leads to people making decisions out of desperation. And like I say, you listen to that video, he sound like, man, like he's, hey man, if I got any kind of info that I could talk about that would help me, let me know what you want to know, and But anyway, that's the energy I got from it. More is going to come out. People are going to talk more about it. Thug, he's going to try to come out and redeem himself somehow. If there's any way to do so. I guess he did respond to Rollo with the paperwork and all that. So, we're going to see how the chips fall and what's the final outcome, and how people respect his career after this, which I don't know if it's the fact that he rapped like he's in that kind of life and is going to live it to the fullest no matter what happens, for people to punish him for telling, because Young Woody told, and look, he's got a whole career now. Young Thug tell, and now people are ready to, and I said maybe that's why, because of the stuff he rapped about, but I don't know, man. 6ix9ine, started with 6ix9ine, you know what I'm saying, and the Charleston Whites and stuff. Really 6ix9ine, though, is what shocked a lot of people. It's a different ball game now. So, in most cases, it's a different ball game now. You better almost expect for somebody to tell. I don't know, but what would you do? There's always a shoulda, woulda, coulda. But when you're in that situation and your freedom is on the line, there are some people actually who laid it down for years and years. So, but I guess those are the ones that says, hey, I know what I did, and I'm going to stand on what I did. I'm not going to drag anybody else down, and I know it was me that did what I did. So, I guess it just depends on the situation, maybe, or how desperate a person is. More likely probably the situation, I would guess, but who knows? You can't predict this stuff. Yeah, in a way you can, but, it's surprising even once you're right. But I guess in today's game too, rap game, all that, all bets are off. That's the way I feel about it. All bets are off. If you folk, brace yourself to not be surprised by the stuff that you see anymore. It's a trip. But that's another one over here, Game Chopper TV, man. Y'all let me know what y'all think about this, man. Have y'all heard the clip with Young Thug? Do y'all think he's snitching? Do y'all think he snitched? I mean, are you a fan of Young Thug, and will you continue to be a fan of Young Thug? Will this just make him more popular? And people want to listen to his music even more, like they did with Gunna, blamed him for snitching, and then his albums drop, people act like they love it, and I don't know. As I say, all bets are off at this point, But let me know what y'all think in the comments, man. Another one over here, Game Chopping TV. Tap in, like, comment, and subscribe, because we are chopping this game over here, man.